Hi, and welcome to my stitchy spot. I've decided to clean my room again. This is going to have to be a once a month ongoing thing because it doesn't take but a few days for me to get everything discombobulated. So that's my magnifier. And I'm going to clean and move stuff around. I need to make my sewing machine easier to get to. I can get to it right now, but I have to move some things around. So I would like for it to be kind of out in the open, easier. And I don't have a lot of space, so I have to be careful because I've got, this is a good size room. I think it's 14 by maybe 14, but I've got two large crafts in here, quilting, which takes up a lot of space. And then my cross stitch, which I didn't think would take up that much space because in 2020, when the pandemic hit, I got back into cross stitch. And so it was kind of more of a relaxing move from room to room thing I could do, not like quilting the applique. I had to be next to my sewing machine, so I quickly found out that cross stitch is not as compact as I thought it was. So of course I went down this huge rabbit hole. Huge rabbit hole. And all the changes in 30 and 40 years have been a lot. Cross stitch back then was 14 count Ada, which I still cross stitch on 14 count Ada. I'm doing one right now, a Prairie Schooler. But now, it's evolved up into most everybody uses 36 count or 40, even 46 and 56, which I have some linen that is 46 and 56, but I haven't quite worked my nerve up to that yet, or my eyes. But I plan on it this winter if I find the right little project that I can do. If anybody knows of anything that's not teeny tiny, I don't want a sampler, huge sampler. I would just like something moderately smallish that I could do on 46 or 56 to stick my toes in the water. So just let me know, leave it in the comments below. And I'll show you what I've been doing this week. I am trying to work on some of my whips without starting something new. And I did get my new pattern in, but I haven't started it yet. But I got my Q-snaps also. So I pulled out this Prairie Schooler. And I changed some colors around on it, which I should just leave it alone, and this is on, I'm pretty sure this is on 28 count, the opalescence. And so I'm getting coming into the sleigh part of it. So I'm getting back into this. I really like that. And then another Prairie Schooler, which you all know that I love Prairie Schooler. And this Santa. And I've put in the tree and got, I think his hand is right in here. And I've put his trim on his coat and going down the button. And then he's holding a piece of paper or a board. And so I'm going to get that filled in. So been working on that. That's super simple, and I'm doing this in the flower threads, and I want some more of the flower threads because I really like them. They go in nice and smooth. One strand. That's me. I'm a one strand girl. And something else I've been working on downstairs because whenever she first posted this pattern, I fell in love with it. I'm a Christian, and it spoke to my heart that I want this on my wall. So I'm over here working on this basket, and I changed my vine color because I wanted a variegated. And so this is the color that the vine should have been all the way around. And I'm putting it in the basket, not the vine, not the border vine. And I think my border kind of sort of matches, but at the bottom I was off one, and I've counted it, I know, 100 times. So yeah, I just made it work. But I don't know what'll happen when I get closer to the top, but I guess that'll be another, I'll make it work. I love the birds. So, but the second basket's going in pretty fast. So, and then I've been trying to finish up some. I don't know whether I'm going to make flat folds out of these, or I'm going to get my husband to frame them. So, Prairie Schooler, you can tell I love the Prairie Schooler, so I've got to do the lacing on this, but it doesn't take 5 minutes to lace it. It's really fast, and I've got the pins in it to hold it down till I start lacing across, and then I start pulling out the pins so I can readjust. And I've got him laced on one side. And then one more. This one I love it. This one I do want to frame. And I think I want to do another one. I had plenty of fabric. I had a fat quarter of this, so I'm going to pull it back out and frame it. And that's what I've been working on this morning. I got these done. And so, oh please, I'm back. Sorry about that. I've also been working on this. And I need your opinion on the wording. Of course, I'm doing the English words, not the French. I finished the vine, put his legs in, and this was charted in the white. Well, I'm a country girl, so I kind of like the more primitive look to it. I love it in the dark. What do you all think? Do y'all like the dark, or would you rather have it in the white? I also did the outline of his tail feathers, which was called for in this, so, and that's what the words are. I just love it now. I can't wait to get it finished, and it doesn't take very long to go across through there. I kept doing a letter, and then I said, well, I'm going to finish the word. And then I said, well, I'll get over here so I know my spacing. And then I kept going across and till I got to the end here, and I thought, well, I need to quit because it's getting late. And then I did this, and I said, well, I might as well do that. It won't take long. And, well, I'll do that too. So by then I had it all in. But I really like it like this. But I just thought it's an option. Well, it never takes me long to make a mess. So the room is turning into a mess again. I hate to put stuff up because I think, well, I might want to work on it. So, so some of it don't look so bad. Well, I've been watching FLOSSTUBE. Actually, I was watching about the Charlie Kirk assassination, which is very sad for our nation. I just don't know what's happening to us. We need to get back to God. It's unexplainable. I mean, there's just no words for what people are doing to each other. And so I'm gonna have a room re-clean this week. I need to move stuff around. I don't have enough room, so I don't really know how to set up this room so that it's makes sense and it's easier for me to use. Anybody have any suggestions? Please comment below. Also this week, I've been working on Hannah's brownstone. I've been working on it in the evenings for a couple of evenings. Trying to get all my brown bricks in. And around the windows, oh my goodness, I've not found a path to do the windows yet that I don't have to backtrack. So I've been trying to do that, and then by the time I figure that out, I'm gonna be out of windows. So I'm not liking the brown. And the picture is it's colorful. So I don't know, I guess I'll just keep going with it and see how it turns out. I don't know. I'm just got my doubts on that one. But I'm gonna keep doing it because I got a granddaughter named Hannah and I'm gonna finish her brownstone. And this I have had in a drawer because I've been looking through some more drawers and trying to organize some more. And it was my grandmother's, and it's what she hung dish towels on. I don't have any of her dish towels, but I do have some of her placemats. I'll have to bring those out. She was a big crocheter. She loved to crochet, and she always had an Afghan going, even up until maybe the last year of her life is when she really went downhill. She lived to be not 101, but she was over 100. She was between 100 and a half, if that's a word. And she was the neatest lady. She had 10 children, and I loved to go see her because she would always say, "Now, Donna," and she always laughed at everything I did. So my mom didn't, but my grandmother did. She had a different sense of humor. I guess after a bunch of kids, we had 6 kids, so I know after a bunch of kids, you look at life a little more relaxed. So they lived on a farm. I loved going out there. It was the best times, and she could cook. Oh my goodness! And we'd go out there on Sundays, and my mom would get out of the car, and she'd say, "Now, Donna, don't ask for something to eat. If she asks you if you want something to eat, don't eat. You just had lunch." I said, okay. So we'd walk in the door. My grandmother would say, "I got a yellow cake in there with caramel icing. You want a piece?" And I'd say, "Yeah." Run to the kitchen and eat me a big old piece of cake. My mom would sit over there, oh well. She didn't get me till we got home, so that's the fun things in life, right? Anyhow, that's about all I've got. I'm going to wrap this up, and thank you for being here. If you're a first time, please like and subscribe, and if you're back, thank you for coming back, and I'll see you in a few days. Thought I'd show you my pattern I got in the mail the other day that I've been waiting on, and I couldn't wait to get it. Now I've not started it yet. Let me turn the camera around. Hold, please. There's the pattern I got. It's Christmas Parade and by Cottage Garden. And I saw 2 needles pulling thread. Kathy was doing it. And it is so adorable. I love the animals. They're so cute. I don't know if she's doing the alphabet in it or not. I don't know if I will either. It seems to make it a little cluttery, but we'll see. And here's the linen I'm going to do. I think it's even weave. I love even weave. And it's 36 count oat. And that's what I'm going to be working that on. I think it'll work up good on that. Hold please. So I'm going to make a copy on my scanner and copy it so I can pick it up on my iPad with my app and hit scan and hit scan again. Then takes it just a minute. My little rooster's crowing. And then I'll raise it up, start scanning my copy, and hope I get the whole page because it's laid out a little bit on the funny side. So hit scan again. There's that part of it, which I maybe need to lay it the other way. See what I get. Let's see. Sorry if I'm moving you around too much. This is a different kind of pattern. I probably have to go in and turn the page. I don't know if I can get it all in one scan or not. Yeah, I think I've got it. And so all I do is hit exit and then use as PDF, and then I'm going to save to files. And then I'll type in the name right there. Hold please. Now I have it in my files. So I can use my pattern. I won't have to use the paper. I can use it on my iPad.